Greetings, my dear friends. Welcome back. And what a day. What a beautiful day of Counter Strike we just had. Oh, such a great games. With all these results, with FaZe clinching over Navi, with the ITB going through. I got my supporters merch out, like have to support guys. It's great work from them. Right? And in general, the last game, the choke of NIP. Ah, poor hat trick. Poor hat trick. I feel so sorry for the guy. And well, one, two, three, four teams that everyone expected to qualify. Oh, okay, not four. All right. Liquid was kind of uh, more like a 2-2 team. The majority thought that gonna end up probably choking with the with the luck that they had during this tournament. It's kind of makes sense that they actually qualified, right? But now the most fun begins. And we got our playoff bracket ready, and we know who's gonna play who. And well, now let's discuss. And the fantasy is live as well, so let's build a team as well. And well, of course, phase up. And it's obvious who I'm gonna root for. Now, with the way how this event goes, that as soon as I pick core players for my team, well, they are not qualifying further. So Kerrigan, I'm sorry, brother, but it is what it is. It's time for Acadian to win his major, right? So if no, then you got this. So um, with all this said, let's just check the first matchups, and obviously, uh, as always, heroic against FaZe. Another classic matchup, and heroic. They have advantage on every single map right now. The only chance for us to do something is try and play Anubis against them, which probably they're gonna ban because they play every single other map. And Nuke, we might try and gamble for Nuke, but other than that, it either has to be Inferno, which we successfully losing against them, or it has to be Mirage. But on Mirage, they just got way too lucky in last couple of games, and I don't think it's a great map for us. The other thing is Overpass, but even against Dead Navi, we couldn't finish it today, so I don't know. This kind of looks doomed, and well, still, I'm gonna root for FaZe Clan, but my common sense is saying that Hero gonna take this one. Then in Tesco Bag, we'll be playing against Vitality, and well, this one is quite obvious. We had a dream they would come home one day, but no. The fairy tale kind of ends here, and Vitality most likely gonna take this one. Now, the one of the most fun games, which is gonna be Apex against Team Liquid. And I think we had this matchup, didn't we? Uh, this was the opening game for the Liquid, right? And the first one they've lost, and now when we're actually hitting the champion stage, it's gonna be best of three, and Apex did a great job. But again, uh, today's games and the games for the past couple of days, they have shown that Apex, unfortunately, they're not ready for this type of competition. JL, J Legend, um, he did a great job. He was trying hard, but it's gonna be Team Liquid. My eyes is gonna take this one. Now Monte against Gamer Legion. I, I'm glad that Monte beat Navi. Navi hater, thank you very much. But now, um, on the main stage, I think this is where all the nerves gonna kick in, and on the side of Gamer Legion, I think the experience that Aker Shuhi have, right, in terms of like playing against, I wouldn't say like top tier opposition, but like playing in real land environment, right? Uh, this kind of makes more sense for me to have more faith in Game Legion, to be honest. And obviously, like the miracle run, yes, it's very very possible that Monte gonna beat them, and they're probably gonna be favorites. But there is no pressure on Game Legion at all, especially in this matchup, right? Like in this matchup, everyone's gonna think that Monte should be favorites, and they have to kind of go for it and like get the semi-final position. But if we look at the matchup and open the match page, then in terms of map pool, what are we gonna see? Um, I believe that Game Legion they're playing almost every single map above Anubis, and Anubis is the best map for Monte. And Monte doesn't play Inferno, which isn't even the best map for Game Legion, right? Game Legion 80% on Ancient, 71 Inferno, and 92 on Overpass. 92%. So mm, the advantage in a map pool is most likely going to be on the side of Game Legion. And Monte most likely going to pick Mirage, which probably going to be a 1-1 game. They're going to trade Mirage for Overpass. And the last map most likely is going to be decided between Vertigo and Ancient. And we just saw that on Vertigo, Game Legion is actually decent, right? These aren't really like the best results, right? And these aren't like teams that everyone would be like expecting them, to beat and have a lot of success. But Game Legion are decent, and like being decent on Vertigo kinda isn't like the worst thing. But Monte on Vertigo has even better percentage rate on wins, and they actually like played good good teams on Vertigo, right? Like Fnatic are really strong on Vertigo, and some other teams are, you know, able to compete against them. So my call would be like Inferno ban from here, Ancient, so Anubis ban from here, then Monte pick Mirage, Game Legion pick Overpass, then most likely Monte will be removing, I'd say, Vertigo, unfortunately for themselves, and it will be between Nuke and Ancient. The distance says that Ancient is better option for Game Legion, right? 80% win rate, but I wouldn't be surprised to see everything ending up on Nuke, right? This will be like probably the worst scenario for Game Legion to play Nuke, but for Monte might not be the worst option. And in terms of map pool, we're still gonna see a slight advantage for Monte, right? But for some reason, I believe that Aker is gonna destroy them in Aker Arena, right? Aker is gonna play a home arena, so my guess is gonna be Gamer Legion. Um, Now the second matchups. For Heroic against Gamer Legion, unfortunately for Gamer Legion, it should be a quick 2-0. And Vitality against Team Liquid is gonna be a tough one. At the moment, it really can kick in at the moment when like any Liquid player gonna take a clutch against the Vitality players, like 1v2 or whatever, and Apex can start tilting as always. But in terms of overall team chemistry, Vitality are on a really really strong note at the moment, and uh, surprisingly, every single player can actually carry at this moment. right? Even Apex has some glimpses where he isn't really that bad. And we actually look at his stats, um, much as hmm, we're not gonna see like okay, it's not this one, not this event, individual one. All right, here we go. G2 0.7, 0.123, 0.11.82. Right, he's playing on that point 0.1 side, right? Just slightly underneath point 0.1, like 0.96. And for IGL, it's not the worst stat, right? And if we look at the teams they actually played, as always, like G2, strong contender, ENCE, strong contender, and like these games could have actually like gone either way, but Vitality were able to do it, right? And they had to play Monte for 2-0, which was kind of easy, I would say, for Vitality, not in terms of score, but in terms of psychological, I would say, state of them. Just closing it out to 0 in a such a breezy way to go to the playoffs. So in terms of Liquid, damn, this team had so much luck that I'm not going to be surprised if somehow Liquid manages to win this one. But I have to go with common sense uh, and do it this way. Now, the final. Well, everybody thinks that it's common sense that Vitality should be winning, blah blah blah. But for me, it's heroic that will be crowned champions in Paris. I think it's going to be a really great story for Cadian to actually do this. And on the other side, I can see how Vitality winning the major and just like finishing the CSGO with the triumph, like Apex, just retiring after lifting a trophy in his country, right? Like getting what he was called to do for this lineup, right? So I can see this storyline. Um, but for me, I still have to go with the heroic, right? Because in general, the firepower, if we just compare head to head, then Tessus is stronger than Dupree. Jabi and Spinks at the moment not comparable. Stout with the Spinks, yes, we can compare them, right? And they are similar impact players for their teams, but for heroic, anyone can take Stout's place, right? But for Vitality, Zyvo and Spinks are hard carries. Magic steps in once in a while. Apex is just a pure bait player, and Dupree is doing whatever he can. So with this type of attitude, I don't see it. I don't see them winning it. Right uh, now, mm, we just have to build our team, and well, face up. I don't care about this season, and I already said it multiple times. I'm just gambling, so we're just gonna gamble. Face Clan, Robs and Brokey, and Vitality players. I have to go for Apex because potentially he's gonna have uh, not the strongest opponent, right? Because he's gonna have Into the Breach and then Liquid, and even Liquid can shit the bed, and Apex can go over there, and Apex playing Apex, for the final, not gonna be the worst idea, right? He will have to overcome himself. So I'm not gonna be surprised to see like Vitality Apex. Um. So yeah, mm, if this happens, then there's gonna be a really fun world of play. I'm very curious what the cast is going to be able to come up with when this actually happens, right? When Vitality will have to play Apex, and Apex is going to have to destroy Apex to get Apex in the final, or Apex will have to destroy Apex to go to the final. Yeah, that's going to be a really really fun storyline if this actually happens. But yeah, mm, in terms of this, I believe that Apex is gonna be a great filler player. Probably Spinks is also a great idea to go with, right? Because if we look at the matchup, it's gonna be into the breach. Into the breach, it's gonna be either Zyvu is gonna destroy them or Spinks gonna destroy them. Uh, those young guys are great, right? My merch is up there, really nice. Once again, yeah. Um, and then I just have to get one player to kind of fill in. There's only one player that I can fit, right? And well, this is how it looks for me. Yes, I'm not the greatest Apex enjoyer or Kills enjoyer, but I hope Game Legion can win. And just playing one game, I believe I can kind of minimize damage, just in case if upset happens. And over here, it's just going to be, I know, headshot machine on Chaos should be enough. Robs as a defender or multifrag, probably multifrag. Rocky as a sniper. Apex as as a support player, and Spinks as a defender. For me, it's kind of obvious. Well, unfortunately, I have to go with these roles, and I'm not gonna guess like which player is gonna go for the IGL. Probably it can be Robs, and then I'll have to go instead of this. I'll have to do it this way. I have to put Spinks through, and voila. Um, Here we're gonna go this way. We're just gonna do this booster. Brokey probably gonna be top of the table at least on one map. Then against Into the Breach, probably he's gonna get shitloads of assists because he's gonna go in first. Spinks gonna get trade kills, 100% sure. And drops against Heroic, most likely there will be a lot of saves. In terms of other stuff, pistol round maybe, clutch. In best of three, really really good chances. And then like the game number two, if everything goes this way, right? But most likely we're not gonna see base clan of the day. It's gonna be heroic. That's most likely scenario. Then next game is gonna be Spinks. Probably gonna have Thay. Okay, I'm not sure about Thay bomb, but of what's left, maybe like a pistol round, maybe maybe even nade, right? Just like, but he doesn't really use nades, right? For Apex, most likely it's gonna be either this or just a bait, right? And Chaos, well, if they advance, then it's gonna be probably the bottom of the table and GG, because it's gonna be like against heroic. So yeah, I know that potentially I'm gonna jinx everything again, as I already jinxed Navi, but it is what it is. And for all of those that wondering how the previous one went and how is my position in general, it is 5,800. Great result this season. Great result. So I believe that's it for tonight. Don't forget to support Intesco back, right? Get all your merch out and coming home, or good luck to Cadian. Have fun.